Today I am presenting the new TRIOS 6, and you are likely familiar with the features of the latest intraoral scanner from 3shape, known for its exceptional accuracy. Today I won't delve into these features, I just want to highlight something different today. Today, I want to emphasize a few important aspects concerning the updates to the software, especially those connected to the workflows I explained in the previous videos. The first significant point that makes us very happy is that 3shape has taken our reverse workflow into account, which we explained earlier, and has incorporated it as a standard workflow within the new TRIOS 6 and all TRIOS models, as it is clearly a software feature and all TRIOS scanners will benefit of the upgrade. Thus, in the new software, when you click on pre-preparation, you will inform the scanner software that you will scan the temporary restorations. You will find yourself in the normal workflow for scanning the upper arch, lower arch and occlusion, and afterward you will scan the abutments. So the occlusion with the temporaries is done through a workflow. Let's call it normal and no longer reversed. The next crucial aspect to consider is scanning the bite. The software by default eliminates the adjust for contact option, which means we must check it into the initial settings. This is very important. I want to emphasize and encourage you to use the adjust for contacts option. I know that many other clinicians and specialists advise against using it. Through detailed tutorial videos, I demonstrated how the adjust for contact provides the opportunity for a proper occlusion, in contrast to the other method. Not using the adjust for contact option results in a bite that is interpenetrated. I have to mention that the 3shape technicians have done a fantastic job with the new updates. Thanks to these updates, occlusion is now much more accurate and precise, providing a big advantage for us clinicians. However, I must emphasize the need to use the adjust for contact. Let's take a look at the first function I mentioned. So, the reverse flow has been completely changed, so we will no longer call it reverse flow because it will finally be a normal flow. Now, let's examine a clinical case. So we clicked on the pre-preparation. So let's specify and point out to the software of the scanner that we are going to scan the temporary restorations. At this stage in the flow of our TRIOS, finally, as I mentioned, we will encounter the lower arch, upper jaw, specifically upper pre-preparation in this case, because we said we have a single crown on the upper arch and the bite scan. So the occlusion is no longer at the end as in the old software, but is at the beginning. And this allows us to bypass the famous reverse flow. It's much easier, much simpler, and more straightforward. We won't need to think, and it will be a much more streamlined workflow. Let's now look at the second indication I gave. By default, the system will not give you the adjust for contact option once you have updated the TRIOS. We need to set that in the settings. Let's check the settings. Let's head to the TRIOS, the icon for TRIOS, and the settings for scanning. Now, we will look at the option that adjusts the occlusion, making sure there is adjust for contacts set to OK, because by default you will find no adjust for contact on, so be aware of that the option has been set. And now when we go back to our scan, the adjust for contact option will be properly configured. Returning to our clinical case in the section related to the bite registration for occlusion, we can also adjust here, deciding whether to click the adjust for contact, so make sure it is always activated. Good. I hope these two indications help you in your daily practice. We are very pleased as a study group, having published many years ago the workflow of the flow, that the company has finally understood how this type of workflow is fundamental in prosthetics and has integrated it into their software. I remind you to always use the adjust for contacts option. There must always be control from the clinician regarding the patient's bite, because remember that the largest errors we face in the bite scan is related to minor movements made by the patient, which we are unable to manage. I encourage you to watch the earlier videos I upload, as they can help you in your everyday practice and in the TRIOS scanner prosthetic workflow.